You know, it's not first place, but I'll take it, alright? This is our deck profile for Zoo. Let's dig on into this, shall we? Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. We are approaching 95,000, and I'm super excited. So this is what we played. Nothing really has changed from the previous build, but I wanted to talk more about the matchup side of this as opposed to really some other things. So we're playing triple copies of Throwblade. This is still the best card. I love being able to make a 3200 attack Borbo, do trample damage. Whiptail, it gets even larger. Like, this is for your grind game. Be very, very conservative if you play this deck, because discarding a zoo monster can mean death, because every zoo monster is a one card engine, and you don't play a super large amount of ways to search them, so you do have to be conservative in that. If I open up like 3 zoo, I can do more things that way, but I've been punished more times than not, just like overextending on a Whiptail or something else. So, triple Throwblade. I also haven't had the chance to update some of the rarities in here, because I got some much nicer cards, finally. So we have triple copies of Whiptail. No explanation needed on this. Literally, somebody I played against didn't know that they negate this with Appaloosa, that you can just trigger it again in the hand to equip, because, you know, Appaloosa doesn't negate and destroy, so that's a fun interaction. 2 copies of Ram. Nothing really too much to change here. I think 2 is fine on this. I do know that some of the builds try to play 3, but truthfully, I think the 2 is fine. The floatability off of it and the Vespinato interaction is good, but I don't think it comes up all that much. And then we have 2 copies of Bunny Blast. This is your spell protection. Honestly, I didn't notice a difference between this and not having a Cataroost. So, yeah, I still want to play a Cataroost because of Effect Veiler, but I think for the most part, this is still fine. Hand traps. We have triple copies of Asher Blossom. Enjoy Spring. The best hand trap. I played against Praying Kids, and Praying Kids is a horrible matchup for this deck. Like, it's god-awful. Like, if you see a double Battle Butler, you're probably losing the game, unfortunately. You don't get much of a decision in that, but I ashed the rock off the Meow, so he made the Meow, and then he just didn't have the extender. Normally I wouldn't make that play, but I was angry that my hand was kind of a brick. Then I topped Lightning Storm for turn, so you know, it'd be like that sometimes, alright? Sometimes you just kind of top out of the situation. But yeah, this card's very good. This card ruins Phantom Knight players' days. Not letting your opponent search is pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see here. So between Phantom Knight, double Tri-Brigade, so letting the Tri-Brigade player start off combo with Desires, and you hit them with this, they just kind of stare at you and go, what's going on here? So, very, very, very good. Yeah, played 5 rounds. It was double Tri. Oh, it was 1 Crusadia Kaiju round 1. Round 2 and round 3 were Phantom Knight. Round 4, no. Round 2 and round 3 were Tri-Brigade. Round 4 was Prank. Round 5 was Phantom Knight. I opened this card like it's my job. I went like 2 weeks without drawing this, and then all of a sudden I see this card in like every opening hand. This card is bonkers, literally being the extender that you want it to be. Like, this is nuts, man. If I could play more of these, I would definitely play F-Zero, but because it's limited to 1, I don't get that craziness. We are playing 1 Engage. Now, Engage does lead into this. This card is still nuts, alright? Being able to protect your EDM Zeus is insane, alright? Like, so you put it in defense mode so it can't get lightning stormed, first of all. You have this backing it up. 95% of the time you have to be cautious, and I do mean this very, 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 yeah, if you're a bad player, you'll lose. but you have to be careful when you set this. If you're just like, your opponent's on one card and you're setting this with the Zeus, then that's fine. But in a situation your opponent's got 3 cards in hand, you know, you have another starter in your hand, you have to play it very well, because remember, the Zeus is going to kill this. So for the 1 turn it grants you, it's fine, but I'm not trying to go too crazy on that. And then we play the 1 Widow Anchor. If I had 1 more spell, I could have jacked a 4 material Zeus from my opponent and made my own Zeus. But unfortunately, I'm not good enough to do that. The last spell card in my hand was this. So if I do this, well, you know, it's now unaffected by card effects, so I can't jack it. So, cry every time. Spells, triple Tenki, because why would I not play my Searcher effectively? Alright. Alright. Good stuff. So this is why this deck even functions and is playable. You do this on any board, whatever board your opponent makes, if it's not back row heavy, you pretty much win the game. This plus normal summon Zoo, he's death to honestly 95% of the meta. If they're a back row heavy deck, you're going to have a harder time, which, I mean, as it should be, but there's that. Next up is this. I got really, really, really good against the Crusadia player. He searched Power, or the card that makes his Crusadias unaffected. Gives me Gamma Seal, has the Equimax, and then he has Maximus. Then he swung in, and then on attack step, I dropleted, sent a spell card and a monster, so that he can't negate. So basically, he got to crash into his Gamma Seal, because, you know, he can't chain Power to me sending the spell and the monster. So because he had the 2 monsters, I was able to cheese disrupt him, which was absolutely hilarious. We had triple Lightning Storm, because this card is the nuts. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. You already know what we're doing with this back row decks. Triple copies of Draw Some Cards. 1010 still hates this card, but I still think this card's mandatory. You do need to see draw power. Alright, you can't just play this deck without draw power. There's nothing else in this deck to play, and I feel that this is just better over, you know, the other resources. And then we have triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up the main deck. Alright. Spicy stuff. They said really nothing has changed. But extra deck here. Alright. So we have 2 Hammerbong. You're not playing 3 of this. It's just an additional name. Alright, you have some cheesy interactions you can do, but never really comes up. We have triple copies of Boribo. Tagging directly is the name of the game. Laughing at the opponent is... he mixes. That's all he cares about. Triple Chakanine, because bringing back extenders to set up for further boards is insanity. Like, this card is really good, man. Like, on your turn 2, your turn 3, this just helps you set up extra situations to make your life easier. This card makes bigger monsters. What is it? 3200 attack of Borbos is insanity for decks to handle. I love it. 1 Vespinato, because turn 1 plays. And then we have triple Zeus, because you need the ability to rip through the opponent's field. Like, this is our win con, alright? Like, Zeus. Alright. Side deck. Triple copies of Space Rock Man. I board this card in a lot. Like, it's our powerhouse. Let's see here. Oh no. We have triple DD Crow, because I don't like my opponent being able to touch the graveyard and do things. The card's really good. We have triple copies of Cycle Reader, because Drytron is still a pain in my butt. We have 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone for back row removal and spot removal. 1 copy of Impure Order. I think I've boarded this in against, what was it, Crusadia? And I haven't drawn it yet, but still play it as a 1-up. We have 2 copies of Solemn Judgment, a better card to side in for certain situations. And then the power card, the red reboot, because doing this to a Phantom Knight player is hilarious. So that is our current update for Zoodiac. Guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Smash the crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And like I said, a third place is something. Alright, I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day with more cool awesome content. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.